So once you have sent yourself the scan of the worksheet, you're going to come to your email and it's going to come from printer X printer X. And you're simply going to download that PDF onto your computer. Depending on how long the PDF is, it might take a little while. Once you open that up and make sure that the image looks like you want it to look, should look exactly like the worksheet, you're going to then save that onto your desktop. So if this is going to be an worksheet, notice down here that it is the only option I have is Adobe Acrobat, which is basically your PDF. And I'm making sure that I have it somewhere I can find it. So I always just save mine to my desktop to begin with. You can save it wherever you want. And hit save. From there, we're going to have a lot of options. But while we have this open, I'm going to show you two different ways to do this. And we're going to want to have this saved as a picture. Now, there are a couple different ways to do it. The easiest is to take your snipping tool and make sure that you can see the entire selection. And you're going to leave some space, some margins around the edges, but basically capture an image of that worksheet and save it. Now I'm going to save it in the same place. I'm going to call it the same thing, an worksheet. But I'm going to call it an image. And down here, it saves automatically as a JPEG file, and that's exactly what we want it to be. So I hit save, and now I'm ready to go. So the very first way that we can make this into an editable or digitally accessible document is by opening up Word. This is just from your desktop app. Open a blank template, and then under File, go to Open, and then either browse or click on this PC to find your desktop. Now notice that it not only brings up Word documents, but it also brings up PDFs, and that's new. So we're going to click the PDF that we just downloaded, and this might take a while. It's going to say Word will now convert your PDF to an editable Word document. This may take a while, and it really does. It takes 30 seconds to a minute. It might take longer depending on how long it is. It does say the resulting Word document will be optimized to allow you to edit the text, so it might not look exactly like the original PDF, especially if the original file contained lots of graphics. So while this is a wonderful option, it is not perfect. You are going to probably get frustrated with the formatting, but at least it's more editable than the PowerPoint or the PDF was originally. So notice the entire time I've been talking, it's been spinning. Now it's finally down here, it says it's converting, and it's opening up a Word document. Under Protected View, just click Enable Editing, click OK again. And then once that starts, you can see that we now have the ability to edit. Some of the things came through as pictures, but other ones are reading or are actually words typed that we can adjust. So if I wanted this sentence to say he is reading blank English book, maybe I wanted it to say Spanish, and I can type that differently. Notice though that the formatting of the directions did get messed up a little bit. So I would want to adjust this to make sure that it was still making sense for the students. And sometimes you kind of just have to delete it and start over again. But it's completely up to you what you wanted to keep and what you wanted to get rid of. Notice down here, though, not everything came through. So my father blank dishonest man. Well, the D isn't there and the verb isn't there. So I would need to add those and adjust accordingly. Now what's really cool is if I wanted to take out the blank, because the blanks come through as pictures, but I wanted them to type their answer here, I would come up under Developer and insert a text box that they would be able to then type in. The kids would see, oh, there's a text box there, and they would actually type. So my father is blank, dishonest man. Maybe I want to say is not. I don't know. That's kind of a mean sentence. but the inserting the text box is under developer right here. If you don't see this developer ribbon up here, you're going to go under file, options, customize ribbon, and make sure your developer tab is clicked, and that will give you that option. So now all I have to do is adjust this as I want to and save it wherever I am going to be able to find it. As the A&N worksheet, notice that it is a Word document. So here as a Word document, the students would also be able to edit, delete, like if they don't like question number 3, they can just come here and delete it. And so that would mess up their entire thing. So it's not ideal, but it is an option. Now the other way to do it that retains more of the original formatting, but still allows the students to be able to edit it is to use a PowerPoint. So you're going to open up a blank PowerPoint template, and then under Design, Slide Size, Custom Slide Size, you would change it into 8.5 width by 11, which is a normal sheet of paper. Maximize your fit, and then we're going to delete anything that was already on it. If we right-click on it, we can format the background, and here we're going to choose Picture Fill. We're going to insert a picture from File. Now remember earlier I had saved a picture of the A&N worksheet. I saved it as an image. It's a JPEG file. So I'm going to double click on that, and it automatically makes it the background of the slide. I can't edit it. No one can touch anything on this. It looks just like the worksheet. But what I can do is insert a text box anywhere I want the students to type. Now what I do is make sure that that font is a different color and that the size is small enough that they would be able to fit text in there. And I write the words type here so that the students see that and they're like, oh, that's where I type my answer. Now I can also take and copy this, Control-C, and paste it, Control-V, and then take it and put it all of the other places that I need to put it. Now that text box can be expandable if I wanted it to go this big, or if the kids just keep typing, it'll just keep expanding. So this might take a little bit of pre-teaching for you to get your students used to it, but once they know how to do it, it's very, very easy. Then they would just save it and submit it, and it would come through as a PowerPoint. So you would just get it the way you wanted it to look with all of those text boxes, and then save it as A&N editable worksheet. And it is saved as a PowerPoint presentation. And then you would just upload that PowerPoint presentation for the students, and they would write their answers here. He is reading an English book. Lisa is a pretty girl. Tom is eating an apple. So then the students would save that and submit it to you. All right, if you have any questions, please let one of us know. Thanks.